Hello kids, and welcome back to season 2 of Kids for Christ. And we are continuing in our new year, and we're going to learn today about the story of Adam, the very first man. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope we learn a great lesson from this. Please enjoy our video, which has been brought to us today by churchonthemove.com. And also enjoy our music video, which also is brought to you by churchonthemove.com. Enjoy, everyone!
In the beginning, God created everything. He made the bright sun to shine during the day and the mysterious moon to glow at night. He shaped the earth with his bare hands. He covered its surface with glistening waters. He caused towering mountains to sprout from the ground and then laid a bed of soft grass across the land. He made the graceful birds in the sky and the colorful fish in the sea. Everything God made was perfect, but not everything was created equal. His best and most favorite of all was his last creation, Adam and Eve. And because God loved them so much, he made a special home just for them, a place called the Garden of Eden. Everything on earth was perfect, but perfection wouldn't last forever. As they were walking together in the garden one evening, God said to Adam, "Do you see all of these trees in the garden? I made them just for you. You can eat from any tree that you choose, except one. There's a tree in the middle of the garden that I don't want you to eat from, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. If you choose to eat its fruit, then you will surely die." God had a wicked enemy named Satan. Satan hated God and wanted to destroy everything that God loved, especially Adam and Eve. He knew of God's one rule and saw a perfect opportunity to trick them. So one day, as Eve was taking a walk in the garden, Satan, disguised as a snake, slithered up to Eve and quietly whispered in her ear, "Did God really say you mustn't eat from any tree in the garden?" Eve quickly replied, "No, we may eat from the trees, just not from the tree in the middle of the garden. If we eat from that tree, we will die." The clever serpent hissed back, "Surely you will not die. God knows that if you eat from it, your eyes will be open to see good and evil. With just one bite, you will know everything and be just like him." Satan's tricky words consumed Eve's heart. She thought, "Just one little bite won't hurt anyone, right? It's just one piece of fruit. If God really does love me, then why wouldn't he want me to have it?" Eve reached out toward the tree and snatched the fruit from the branch, and then, hesitantly, she opened her mouth and took a bite. To her surprise, she did not die. In fact, the fruit was good to taste, so she took it to her husband. Adam knew in his heart he should not do it, but he chose to disobey God, and he ate the forbidden fruit. The very moment Adam took a bite of the fruit, everything changed. Suddenly the air felt dark and heavy, and there was an odd clenching in Adam's chest. Adam and Eve both felt something that they had never felt before. They felt wrong. They knew that they had just sinned against God, and for the first time in their lives, they were afraid of what would happen next, and worst of all, they were afraid of God. Later that day, God came to spend time with them, like he did every day. When he didn't find them, he cried out, "Adam, where are you?" Adam nervously replied, "We heard you coming and we got scared, so we hid in the bushes." God knew exactly what had happened, so he asked, "Adam, have you eaten from the tree I told you not to eat from?" Adam cried out, "It was her," pointing his finger at Eve. She made me do it." God turned to Eve. "What is this that you have done, Eve?" She replied, The snake made me do it." God's heart was broken. He knew that his perfect creation was no longer perfect. He knew they would feel hurt, they would feel fear, and eventually they would even die. With great pain in his heart, God cast Adam and Eve out of the garden, and they would never be able to walk with him on the earth again. When Adam disobeyed God, he brought sin into the world. Along with sin came fear, sadness, pain, sickness, and ultimately death. But that's not the end of the story. Thankfully, God had a plan to fix the awful mess that Adam had made. One man messed it all up, but through God's plan, one man would fix everything.
3, 2, 1.
Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth, 1st and 2nd Samuel, 1st and 2nd Kings, 1st and 2nd Chronicles. Hey, hey! Ezra, Nehemiah,